Hey friends, welcome back to Satifo. Today we are going to talk about largest airplane marvels. So, tighten your seatbelt and stay with us till to the end of video. Building very large aircraft runs into challenges. The surface area of a wing or rotor scales less quickly than the volume of the aircraft, meaning the wings have to become unmanageably long as the plane gets larger. Larger aircraft need more powerful engines which require more fuel to operate. Operating such large craft creates its own problems. Even so, aviation history has shown that, again and again, aircraft makers continue making very large vehicles. Human flight has been a marvel since the Wright brothers, but these 5 aircraft would have been a wonder to see in the skies. Let's start our journey. Antonov An-225 Mriya. In the 1980s, the Soviet Union developed a space plane program to try to match the American space shuttle. Like the space shuttle, the Soviet Buran would land as an unpowered glider, which meant it needed to hitch a ride to return to the launch site. The Antonov An-225 Mriya was an airlift cargo aircraft designed to carry the Buran on its back. The plane was enormous. The cargo hold stretched 143 feet, longer than the first flight of the Wright Flyer, and it was powerful enough to airlift such heavy objects as railway engines. Its maximum weight at takeoff, 640 metric tons, is still a record. Stratolaunch. The Stratolaunch was developed for the private space launch industry. The plan was ingenious. The plane would carry a rocket from the ground to an altitude of 35,000 feet, where the rocket would detach and ignite. The idea was that by giving the rocket a lift, it would be able to deliver heavier payloads into orbit. The Stratolaunch has a unique twin fuselage profile and wings that stretch a record 385 feet, longer than an American football field. MiL V-12, the An-225 and Stratolaunch are both fixed-wing aircraft. The holder of the title of largest rotary-wing aircraft was commissioned by the Soviet military to provide up to 25 metric tons of cargo delivery to any point, to provide enough lift for what became the 105 metric ton MiL V-12. Engineers at the MiL Design Bureau developed a helicopter with 2 114-foot diameter rotors powered by 4 engines that provided a total of 26,000 horsepower. With a size that had more in common with fixed-wing craft, the MiL V-12 could also carry nearly 200 passengers. LZ-129 Hindenburg. The LZ-129 Hindenburg was built by the Zeppelin Company to serve as the flagship for a fleet of passenger-carrying airships to travel transoceanic. The Hindenburg could cross the Atlantic in as little as 43 hours. But to lift up to 70 passengers and 60 crew members, the airship needed to enclose an enormous volume of hydrogen. The sausage-shaped Hindenburg had a 135-foot diameter and was more than 800 feet long. Airbus A380. The other aircraft on this list were prototypes or one-of-a-kind machines. The Airbus 380, on the other hand, was mass-produced with more than 250 built. Intended to serve as the backbone for international airlines, the A380 was designed to carry as many as 850 passengers and fly as far as 9,200 miles without refueling. That led to an enormous maximum weight at takeoff, 575 metric tons, or nearly 200 tons more than the Boeing 747. So our journey ends here. Designing and building these behemoths necessitated constant innovation in materials science, aerodynamics, and engine technology. Overall, these advancements have trickled down to influence the design of smaller, more efficient airplanes as well. These large aircraft often served as testbeds for new technologies that would later be incorporated into mainstream aviation. If you liked our today's content, please subscribe Satifo. Thanks for watching.